Hello, welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna show you a razor holder or stray razor that I recently bought from the brand Elegance. This is the Milli Blade stray razor holder. I chose the froze white. I'm gonna show you right here. We're gonna open the package. This is the stray razor. Let's remove it out of here. This is how it looks. And this razor holder or stray razor, the way it works is that you're gonna make pressure between these two sections of the stray razor here, and you're gonna open a canal right here. That's where you're gonna introduce the blade. I have one right here. We're gonna make the pressure here on top of the stray razor and gonna introduce the blade. And as you can see, the blade is exposed. Some barbers like to use the stray razor with an exposed blade, and if you play with it a little bit, you can introduce a little bit more the blade so it's not that exposed. As you can see, I already introduced the front part right here, the front section, and if you keep playing, you're gonna introduce even more the blade. But I've seen a lot of barbers using this blade, but this is not the correct blade to use with this stray razor. The correct blade comes in a package similar like this, and I already have one out of the package. So we're gonna make pressure on top of the stray razor and we're gonna introduce the blade. And as you can see, it's perfect. Same size, everything. So this is the correct blade to use with this type of razor holder or stray razor. To remove it out of there, you're gonna make pressure, push the blade a little bit, and then take it out of there. This is the same design of the feather razor holder. Is the same concept. You make pressure on top and you introduce the blade through this canal. So as you can see, it's pretty much the same dimensions, same size. As you can see, it's the same design. This is the old feather stray razor. The new one changed the design to similar like the Elegance stray razor. And this is the regular stray razor that a lot of people use. So I'm gonna show you here the difference in length. This is pretty much where the blade will be aligned. So if you align with the stray razor, the Elegance, you can see the Elegance is bigger by this much. So this razor holder or stray razor, you can also use the exposed metal here, but I prefer to use the regular. That's why I changed it. And I don't have anything against the exposed blades, but I prefer just to use it a regular. And as you can see, the regular stray razor is smaller by this much. And one of my favorite stray razor will be the Parker, which is this one right here, is stainless steel. And I'm gonna show you why it's one of my favorites. And the reason is that the blade that you put here is the exact same of the length of the stray razor. We're gonna level both here, and as you can see, the end will be around here. And as you can see on top, it's even smaller. So it's a lot easier to handle this stray razor because it doesn't have the amount of space that this one has right here. But the problem with this stray razor will be that the way that you install the blade is that you're gonna open this section right here, and then you're gonna open it like this. So when you put the blade right here, then you put it back and close this. It's perfect. But the thing is that sometimes when you are in a rush, it's very hard to like remove the blade and then change the other one. And that's the only reason I don't use that much this straight razor right here, but it's one of my favorites. Like I said, the reason is that the space and the size of here, which is the blade, is perfect. It's smaller, even smaller than the regular blade that we always use with the regular straight razor, by this much. So it's very easy to handle this straight razor. Now we're gonna see the Elegance. Let's open it here so you can see inside how it works and how it is, the design. You make the pressure through this here, and this is the in front. So to put it back, you're gonna just align both here and then make pressure inside, and that's how it works. I just wanted to clarify that the right blade to use with this kind of razor holder is this one right here, which is the brand Feather. As you can see, it's perfect. But I've seen a lot of barbers doing tutorials on YouTube that they use this blade. You can use this blade, but it's not the right blade for this kind of straight razor. These blades are cheaper, maybe that's the reason, because these blades are more expensive. These are Feather. This is a Japanese brand, and that's why it's kind of hard to find the blades. Also, if you go to a beauty supply, they may not have it. You may gonna have to order the blades. But gonna put back the regular blade here. If you keep playing with it, you can introduce a little bit more the blade, like I did right here in the front. And if you keep playing, you can also introduce the back. But sometimes it depends how this part right here of the blade was cut. Sometimes it's longer, so it's kind of hard to like introduce the whole blade. So as you can see, let's just align this blade all the way to the back. See all the space that is left out? You don't need all that space, you know, if you're gonna use this blade. So that's why this one will be the perfect blade for this kind of razor holder or straight razor. As you can see, the exact size. It's a very pretty razor holder. I like it a lot. I'm probably gonna start using this to see how it fits, but I shaved myself this morning with this blade and I had no problem. But somebody who's learning how to use the straight razor with an exposed blade is gonna be very hard to, you know, not cut. So let's just align both of these here, see how the difference is. And if you take the one that is one of my favorites, it's even smaller than this one, which is smaller than the Elegance. So align both right here. See all the space that you have? That's why this one is one of my favorite straight razors. But like I say, the reason I don't use it is because you gotta open this, and then you gotta open this, and then you put the blade, and then you have to close it, and then you put that back again. So when you're in a rush, it's kind of hard to change that. On the other hand, with this straight razor, you just make the pressure here, and you introduce the blade, and you keep going. And when you're gonna remove it, you do the same thing, make pressure here, and then remove the blade and change for the other one. So it's a lot convenient using this kind of straight razor, or also one of this one. You just open the straight razor, you put the blade here, and then you close it, and you keep going. But it's very hard for me to, in a rush, change the blade on this one. But this is one of my favorites for sure. I had one of these in my house for shaving myself. So this is the video of today. I just wanted to show you the Elegance straight razor, the Milli blade razor holder in the frost white color. I hope you like my video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.